This is your boy. I'm back for all the smoke today. You understand me? We here with another movie review of Morbius. Alright, that's right. Morbius. Alright. As usual, we're gonna get into his rating, his genre, a brief synopsis. You know what I mean? All information from online first before we get into my opinion and rating. Again, we do a scale of 1 to 10 ice cubes. Okay? 10 ice cubes, freezing. It's cold. It's cold. If you don't know what that means, cold is great. It's fantastic. Them shoes is cold. 1 ice cube though, listen, stay away. Trash, garbage. Might as well just watch it melt. That's how bad it is. All right, 1 to 10 ice cubes. Let's start with Morbius. All right, came out in the year 2020, recently released. For those of you who don't know, it is rated PG-13. It is considered to be an action adventure, and it runs 1 hour and 48 minutes long. You understand? The synopsis is: dangerously ill with a rare blood disorder and determined to save others from the same fate, Dr. Morbius attempts a desperate gamble. While at first it seems to be a radical success, a darkness inside him is soon unleashed. Alright? That's the synopsis. Released April 1st, 2022. Directed by Daniel Espinosa. Y'all should know him. He directed, he got more than a few movies under his belt. Some people say they iffy. Hey, we're going to talk about this one. Production companies: Columbia Pictures, Marvel Entertainment, Arid Productions, Matt Tolmach. Is that how you pronounce that? Tolmach Productions. But it's distributed by Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Releasing. You understand? Main character is Jared Leto. He plays Morbius. Michael Keaton. That's like a spoiler. This is spoilers, AI. This is spoilers. Hey, I told you. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all. This is a warning, spoiler alert. Alright. In second star, I would say star Matt Smith, who plays Crown. Alright, also Tyrese Gibson's in there, Jared Harris, was it Adria? I forget. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Don't want to butcher it. There's more than a few people in here. You understand? So y'all go ahead and check that out. That's in theaters now. If you want to, we get into that. So, me and my family, we went to the movies to watch this. Okay? Went to the movies to watch this. We paid full price. You understand me? Where to start? Where to start on this joint right here? Man. The writing is okay. And again, this is not a Marvel per se production. This is a Sony production because Sony is trying to build their superhero, anti-villain, whatever world that's going on that they trying to do. Which is, where Venom comes in at. Eventually, they're most likely going to have their own Spider-Man. And Morbius is another person that they're bringing in. That's under the Sony brand of Marvel Entertainment. Morbius. All right. 2 kids, sickly. I assume they adopted by this doctor or whatever the case is. Very smart kids. Grow up. One is like really into trying to, which ends up being Morbius, Dr. Michael Morbius, trying to fix or go into a specific field of like blood diseases to try to cure him and his friend. He does so. It's things in this movie. It's parts that's left out repeatedly, and then like just glances over it that bothers me. Right? One part is because we're not gonna do the play-by-play. I don't like the pacing of the movie. It has ups and downs. There's a lot. To me. But who the fuck am I? to me, this is live from LA. To me, a part where you didn't know who killed the doctor or the nurse in the hospital. We audience knew it kind of wasn't Morbius. It had to be somebody else. And already the old lady is like, nah, it gotta be the friend. Turns out it was the friend. But guess what? I never seen the friend even get the ability. I never seen the friend take the serum. I never seen him in the office to take the serum. I never seen him in the machine or whatever the case is. He just don't have any, he's sickly, and then he just has it. I would have liked to have seen that. Like, hey, your friend got it, bruh. I get to like the mystery, now you find out he got it, bruh. Why y'all didn't show that? Okay, cool. There was another part that happened. It's like, dude, hold on, what? When did this happen? And it skipped over something else and goes to the next part. And it's like, that didn't happen, but it actually affects the next scene. So you know what happened. But it happens off cam again. Like, there's more than a few things that happen off cam again. Him with the bats. All of a sudden, he can just get into the big cage he has in his office or in his, science lab, his laboratory. And he just walks in there. He never been in there before. This is after he has his abilities or whatever. And he's talking like he's narrating. So it's like more than a narration. This is happening physically, but it's more of a narration of him talking. It's not him talking while he's walking in. This is behind the scenes. So there's a narration while he's doing the act. He's walking into the chamber. He's putting his hand up in the air. There's plenty of bats in the air. I don't know if it's tens, a couple hundred, or whatever the case is. So there's a ton of bats in there. And he held his arm up. They're not touching him, whatever the case is. And then they start like grabbing onto his arm. And he's in his narration, he's saying like, they look at me as one of them, or as like a brother, or whatever the case is. When did that happen? When did that happen? They tried to kill you at the beginning of the movie. All of a sudden, is it that they sense that you're part bat or something? Like, you they king? You like Dracula? I don't know. You got to hear then nothing happened, and he's saying like, they look at me as a brother. When did this happen? When did this bond take place? I didn't see that happen. At all. Also, there's an effect on him when he's moving. That's like a blur. It's almost like kind of like the Flash effect, but when Flash is running. This dude damn near always have that effect on him, and he's not even moving fast every time. It's times that he's like just jumping, and he has this blur effect behind him, and it's like, I don't know, man. That shit bothered me to see it the whole time. When he was fighting in the I think it was a subway. He's fighting Lucian in the subway. It was happening then, right? When they was fighting, I don't know, man. Like, they just seem to be moving that fast, that fast to cause that type of blur effect. So I assume, and again, this is my assumption. When he was jumping, I don't doubt if he was jumping at light speed or super fast to cause that blur. He was jumping regular. So when he was fighting, I can assume that they wasn't fighting super fast per se. At this point in time, that caused this blur. It was this, oh my God. It was like blur / smoke coming from his body. And it was crazy because it would be whatever color or colors he was wearing. Like when he had on the prison outfit. The little color wave, blur, smoke, whatever. Because it kind of like smoke. It's supposed to be like, it looked like it should be a blur, but it's in like wave form, like it's smoke. Was orange. I'm like, hold on. I don't know, man. That effect right there irritated me. It bothered me wholeheartedly. An hour 48 minutes. It was decent in length. It actually gets straight to the business. I do like that. Like 10, 15 minutes into the movie, it's on. Like he's in this bag. He got his abilities. You know what I mean? And we off to the races. Probably more like 20-minute mark or something like that. but it don't feel like that long if it actually took that amount of time. There was a few. I wish Tyrese had more acting parts in this film as a police officer or the detective trying to figure out if Michael Morbius was killing people, which at the beginning he did. Well, towards the beginning he did on the ship, but not after that. It doesn't explain in the long run what he's going to do about the blood, because the synthetic blood that he had made as his profession was lasting shorter and shorter. But the real blood lasts longer if you drink real blood. I didn't see it explained that at the end either. I didn't see that it get explained at the end either. I could have missed that. I could always miss that. You know what I mean? I could have missed something. I'm human too, but I don't think I did. So I don't know if he's drinking his synthetic right now, just back to back synthetic like they motherfucking Capri Suns, or is he full on maybe killing bad guys and drinking regular blood? Because if he don't drink blood in X amount of time, his body starts to go back into his sickly state with a vengeance per se, right? So he has to continue to drink blood until whenever. I don't. Is that a forever thing? I don't know. It doesn't explain that. I would assume so, but it doesn't explain that. Don't get mad at me. His doctor friend, female doctor friend, they end up kissing. That was kind of out of nowhere to me. I don't know, man. Is this nigga a bat or some type of like vampire? Can somebody explain this to me? Is he a bat or some type of vampire, or is that the same thing? Damn near. Is that the same thing to y'all? Bats and vampires. Because I separated the two a long time ago. Me personally. But maybe you don't. Alright. This nigga went to flying. The nigga in the subway got his Neo on. And I know he not the one. The nigga went to flying. Mind you. Jumping far. He was jumping at a point in time like he was the Hulk. Jumping from, I can almost see that if you got some level of superhuman strength. I can see that. Flying though, nigga, and he ain't got no wings. He ain't got no web between his fucking obliques and his fucking triceps. There ain't no connecting tissue right there or nothing. This nigga's with the flying, 2 legs and an arm. Well, I say in the arm. 2 legs, 2 arms. This nigga was flying in the subway tunnel. And there was smoke shit coming off him again then. And he was barely keeping up in front of the train until that last end of that part, that sequence, that scene. So I don't know. Oh man. Listen, man, I ain't gonna keep y'all on this, man. I ain't gonna even hold you. I thought it was aight. If I there is some good acting. There is some good acting in this film. I'm not saying that the acting was bad. There's some good acting here. The story as an origin story is pretty good. Didn't mind it at all. You know, all these superheroes got various origin stories that tailored to whatever that they feel like in whatever comic book series or movie or television series that they want to go with. Origin story, not that bad at all. Acting, cool with me. The scenery was good. The cast was good. But the pacing and the skipping of scenes and that blurry effect, dust, smoke effect, like he was a secret Mortal Kombat character. I didn't like. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like. There's a lot of things that's not explained by the end of this that actually should have been explained in this one. I get like, let's wait till part 2. I don't know if this is gonna have a part 2, son. But there's certain things in movies that y'all bring up that should be explained in that movie. Alright. I.e., you know what I mean, as an example, the blood situation. Is he still drinking synthetic or real blood by the end of the movie? I don't know. What's the fix? Because at one point in time, the synthetic was lasting 6 hours, and then by the end of this shit, he was like, this lasts like 4 hours and 22 minutes, 2 hours, or whatever the fuck the case is. So what's he gonna do about that? Because he was still alive, or whatever the case is. He don't want to kill people. He made that clear, so I doubt if it don't seem like he's gonna be that type of anti-villain like Venom and bite people's heads off, he would be biting your necks off to drink their blood. Like, you know what I mean? He wants to be against killing, so I don't believe he's going to go that route by the end of the movie. But it don't say. I could have missed it, but I don't think I did. His adopted father passes, you know, in the situation by his adopted brother, and they have to have a one-on-one vampire bat fight at the end, where he supposedly kills his love interest, which is his co-female doctor, who looks like comes back alive at the end. Maybe she turned, because her eyes look red, like she was dead at first. Took her last breath, and then at the very end, like she woke up and her eyes was red. So I don't know if she turned or whatever it is. So I would assume they're setting it up, of course, for a second. But I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this. This Sony situation, man. So on the scale of 10 ice cubes, I would say it's definitely not a 10. Definitely not a 10. Let me see. It's definitely, I can go down so fast on this. It's definitely not 9.5 or 9 ice cubes out of 10. 8.5, 8. 8.5, 8. 8.5. No, definitely not. 8. 8. 8. 8. Hell no. 8, that's too close to 9, which is too close to 10. 7.5, 7. 7.5, 7. 7.5, 7. 7.5. 7.5. 7.5? 7.5 we won once. 7.5. 7. I don't want to give it a 7.5. I don't even think I want to give it a 7, but I might have to stay at a 7.5 for Morbius. 7.5 for Morbius. Let me think. Acting decent. Color was decent. The environment was nice. The pacing was off. The length of the movie was nice. You know what? For now, I'm going to give it a 7.5. For now. I'm going to give it. And I really should probably go down on that motherfucker. Damn. Is it 7.5? Hold on. 2.5 away from 10. 2.5 away from 10. Nah, I can't do it. I tried Morbius. I tried Michael Morbius. Hey, nigga. Hold on. 7? 7. That's 3 from 10. 3 from 10. So it's like the same rating as Deep Water. Now, I know those two different movies. I'm gauging. Nah, I actually don't think it was above Deep Water, because Deep Water's story, writing and acting was 6.5. I give Morbius a 6.5 ice cubes out of 10. All right, that's what I'm gonna leave it at. That's what I'm gonna stay at. If you catch it on the streaming service, cool. If you're taking kids to go see it, you know what I mean, I guess, you know what I mean, whatever, it's fine. If it's like a date night thing with 2 adults or just all adults, I wouldn't recommend it. There's other things to see. All right, Ambulance, I still need to watch that. Looks to be fire. So I would say go see that. Right, I didn't get a chance to go see it, but everything I've seen about it so far looks fantastic. Go see that. Other than that, man, this is your boy, the thelastyles, aka Ice, Ice, the one and only Iceman himself. And I'll be back, man. Hey, 6.5 ice cubes out of 10. All right, take your time. Don't waste your money. Be grateful. All right, go watch Ambulance. I'm out.